like you got the tools already to get there. So I love that. Hey there, Cancer, and welcome to your week of October 25th, 2021 General Tarot reading. We're going to look at your energies coming into this week, some possible challenges you might be facing, as well as some possible outcomes, so hopefully work you through that. Hopefully everything's going good. We're going to be doing clarifiers and tying everything off with a oracle card at the end, so you're going to want to stick around for all that. Thank you for being here, Cancer, and let's just get into this. Let's see what we got for you coming in to this week. Maybe you got some Pisces in your chart with the moon. Oh, there you are, Cancer. That's strong. And the Fool. Oh, my Lord. All right, Cancer. So, first up, we got the moon, sign of Pisces. So you may have Pisces in your chart. If you do, let me know down in the comments below. Always love to hear that. The Chariot, that's you, Cancer. So that when you come up in your own reading like that, especially where it's your own energies, that is a very extremely strong sign. So that means you're coming in an extremely powerful way. So I love it. That's fantastic. And we've also got the Fool here, meaning you want to start off on a new journey. So that's really fantastic. But let's circle back and talk about the moon. The moon represents partial illumination. So, we all have partial illumination in our life. I feel, not everyone knows precisely where you're going or precisely where the path you're on is going to lead to. So that's nothing to worry about. But with the moon, you also get a bit of trying to stay on the path that's best for you. As you can see, there's a path leading up here through the center, and there's two dogs on either side, and that kind of represents forces trying to pull you off your path, trying to make you do things that they want you to do. But if you stay on your path, you follow your path the way you want to be, being true to yourself, that is, in my mind, always the best way to be. You just be true to yourself. That way you live with no regrets and you live in the best way possible, which is phenomenal. We got the Chariot here, your card, you coming in super strong. That's fantastic, great off the gate. But the Chariot is also an awesome card because it represents success, just good things coming in for you. The Chariot is also the fastest card in the deck, meaning things are moving very quickly at this time for you as well. Or at least they're being put in motion, and then once they do get moving, it's going to be going in a good, fast pace. So I like that. You see these sphinxes on the top of the Chariot represent external forces at this time as well. We're talking a bit about that with the dogs here, how they might be pulling you off the path. These sphinxes want to kind of pull you in whatever direction they want to pull you in. So I feel like there's kind of this month, or this week in particular for you, Cancer, is going to be a real test to see whether you can steady, whether you can stay on the path, whether you can follow through, if you got the commitment and the strength to go through there. But with you being the Chariot and it coming up as your energy, I feel you do have that power in you. And these sphinxes and dogs are in for a surprise. So I love that. We also got the Fool here. As I was mentioning, the Fool is about starting up something new. So I feel like that is the big thing for you this month. I just got done doing the mid-monthlies and such, and I'm getting ready to do the monthlies here after these readings all wrap up, but I got my head in that mode. But with the Fool, starting up something new, really wanting to begin something, take that leap of faith and just go for it. So I like that. So I feel like you might be, this could be kind of an entrepreneur type idea. Not necessarily have to be that, as these are general readings, but it could be something along those lines where you want to start up a new business, want to start up maybe a new relationship, maybe want to start up a new a hobby, anything like that, anything you want to begin at this time. And I feel like you just need to go for it. I feel like you maybe don't see clearly where you're going to go for sure, but you are taking action. You are going to have a ton of success because that is just inherent to you right now at this time, Cancer. So I love that. That's awesome. So let's take a look. Let's see what kind of challenges you might be facing here at this time. You got a card flipping on the deck here, well, two of them actually. Six of Pentacles and the Four of Swords. So that's stability, harmony, generosity, as well as resting, recovery, and blessings coming in for you. So maybe a bit of that coming in for you this week as well, Cancer. Wouldn't that be nice? We got some pop-outs here for you in your challenges. We got the Two of Pentacles, the Nine of Pentacles. Let's see what else we got here for you for your challenges. The Queen of Pentacles, lots of pentacles. So money might be a big challenge for you, especially if you're trying to start up a new business, as I mentioned here before, or if you're starting up something that requires a lot of resources. May not necessarily be like money, but maybe time, things like that. You know, need to dedicate that. So that might be a big challenge for you for this week, Cancer, just in the early goings of this here. With the Two of Pentacles here, it represents sort of the grind, you know, wake up, you know, do the grind, you know, keeping all your balls in the air, your plate spinning, that sort of thing, right? Trying to make sure that infinity symbol is staying infinite. It's kind of self-sustaining. Everything's kind of working within itself, and we can maintain this forever. So that's something I feel like you really want, but it's kind of a challenge here in the early goings, especially with that time and money concerns here for you. The Nine of Pentacles is where you probably very much want to be. This person with the Nine of Pentacles, they own a vineyard. They can just walk around their vineyard, enjoying their sights, enjoying all the, you know, the hard work and stuff they've put in to acquire this vineyard, which is also great because they have, you know, people who work for them, who, you know, harvest the grapes and, you know, and make the wine and all that good stuff. So this person has a lot to be thankful for and a lot of hard work they put in, and they can, you know, enjoy themselves. So that may be something you're trying to aim for, and it might be feel like it's a big time challenge because you're so far away from that point at this, because you're just taking this leap of faith, right? You're just so far away from this. So it's just something that's really on your mind, and you're really trying to strive for it, and maybe feel like you are a bit, maybe it's like, not necessarily you think this was a mistake, but it might be like, this is gonna be harder than I thought, right? Queen of Pentacles as well here. Just you really, I feel like, again, you're really trying to make a focus, trying to nurture this pentacle, trying to nurture what you've got, what you're starting here, and gain a lot of abundance out of it here. That's what the Queen of Pentacles does. She wants to nurture things like that, small things that grow into like big things here, like the Nine of Pentacles, right? So again, I feel like you want to do that, but it's just being a challenge right now because you can't necessarily, you want to give this as much time and as much of your resource and everything as you can, but you may not necessarily be able to put in as much as you want. You might not be able to be so motherly. It might be more of a Knight of Pentacles energy you're kind of into right now, where you're just kind of slowly, just, you know, one step at a time going forward like that here. So I like that. That's very interesting. Doesn't necessarily, like, we are starting something new in here, and I've been talking about money a lot, but these are general readings. So this could be also with like a relationship where you just don't have the time to commit it to this person, even though you really want to start one up. So that might be a thing where you need to consider that maybe you don't start up a relationship, because it's not really fair to that person, right? That you know, get their hopes up, feel like, you know, they're like, oh, finally, well, maybe not finally, but oh, this person is interested in me, and then you just don't have the time to commit to them, right? That kind of a thing, that's not fair to them. So you need to be a bit considerate if that's something, you know, you want as well. So let's take a look. Let's see what, that's interesting. I said, we got a pop out here for you, but I said the Knight of Pentacles, you might be in that kind of energy, and it's on the bottom of the deck, so that's very interesting. But we got a pop out here for you, and let's see what other cards we got for you for your potential outcomes here. So we got the High Priestess here, the Ace of Pentacles, love that, and the Ace of Cups as well. That's really awesome. So we were talking about those big beginnings with the Fool. The Fool, it represents a beginning. Aces also represent a beginning too. So really, I feel like your start is going to be good. It's going to maybe not necessarily be the way you know, it's a long, this kind of stuff is a long way off. And, you know, you may be not sure how to maintain it yet and all that, but we're going to be starting off in like, you got the tools already to get there. So I love that. So we'll touch on the High Priestess first. Trust your intuition, trust your guts. That is what's going to really guide you through this, is by trusting your instincts, right? Being a little less analytical, a little less like focused on the money and stuff, and just trust your feeling, trust your gut, do what you think is right, what you feel like in your heart of hearts makes you, just doing what's in your heart of hearts to kind of get through this. We have the Ace of Pentacles here. This is a card that is being nurtured here by the Queen of Pentacles, right? So I feel like you have the Ace of Pentacles, or you're going to have it very soon, and you're going to have those seeds to get planted to eventually get to the Nine of Pentacles. So that's fantastic. The Ace of Pentacles also, you can see sort of here, there's a mountain range in the distance, and this represents challenges that are, you know, sort of things you can see. You can see there's mountains in the distance. You're going to need to climb a mountain to have success. And whenever I see that in the Ace of Pentacles, I tell people that you need to plan for this. You need to plan for the success. You need to plan for overcoming these challenges. Maybe you can't prepare for everything. As we can see with the moon here, it's partial illumination. You don't necessarily know what, you can see that it's a mountain, it's big, you know, you can find out what climbing a mountain is like and try to go from there, but you don't know what's on this particular mountain. You don't know all the paths and, you know, what particular hazards this one presents, but still planning and going and trying your best that way is going to be your best step here. So I like that. Ace of Cups as well. I just feel like once you get going here, once you start having this, you start nurturing and start having this success and really start getting out of the blocks the way you want to, you're going to be overflowed with emotion here with the Ace of Cups. So that's fantastic. Positive emotion too, of course, here with this bird dropping in this this little medallion here. I'm not sure if it is, but it always looks like a plus symbol to me. So I always say it's positive emotion coming in for you. So that's fantastic. And what also here, two aces represent a yes for something I may not have touched on in this reading. This is a general reading, of course, so not necessarily everything, you know, I can't cover everything, of course, but like I say, it's very, like for a lot of you, I feel like it's very money focused, very time focused, but it may be love, it may be career, it may be school, it may be anything like that. So these are kind of like a yes, go for it in that regard. So that's awesome. We also got the initials W, J, and B here, so that might mean something to you. If it does, leave a comment down in the comment section. But let us get in to your clarifiers here, Cancer, and see what we got going on for you. Hopefully, we can get some good stuff going for you here. That was a lot of cards popping up. 7 of Cups here, falling out. That's a lot of options in front of you, maybe too many options, interestingly enough. But let's take a look. Let's see. We're going to tie everything off here, Cancer, as well, with an oracle card at the end. So you're going to want to stick around for that. And thank you so much for making it this far, Cancer. I appreciate it so, so much. So let's see. Let's clarify your energies this week. We got the King of Pentacles, the King of Cups, interesting, and the Tower. All right. So very mature at this time, I feel, for you. Kings and Queens representing maturity. We got the Queen of Pentacles and the King of Pentacles coming up in your reading. Divine counterparts they are. So that's very strong. Again, I was talking mainly financially here and time-wise for you, as there are a lot of Pentacles in your challenges, and just a lot of Pentacles in general in this reading. But this could also be love, and divine counterparts do represent that. So again, I feel like I was talking about, you may not have time to give to this person right now, right? You may not have that luxury at the moment. So it might be a case where it's like, not necessarily goodbye, but just like see you later with this person, I feel. We got the King of Cups here as well. You know, just very much energy of been there, done that, you know. King of Pentacles, King of Cups represents sort of like not letting your emotions master you. You haven't mastered your emotions. So I love that, especially where we've got 2 water signs here, yourself and Pisces, in this reading. I feel like you really have a good grip on your emotions at this time. So you're not getting too worked up, which is going to help you get through this, because that's going to help you trust your instincts better, I feel, because you're not getting so worked up and not getting distraught that way. And then you can just kind of let your instincts take over by trusting them. So I love that as well. And we got the Tower, big time change here. If this is like a relationship, or you're starting up a business, or starting up some sort of new career as well, that is a big time change with the Tower here. So I'm loving all this. This is awesome, Cancer. This is looking great. So let's clarify your challenges, see what's going on with them as well here, Cancer. All right. We have got for you, we got the 3 of Swords, the Wheel of Fortune, more money here for you. And we got 2 coming out here. We got the 10 of Wands, and we've got the 2 of Cups as well. Interesting, interesting. So we were talking about divine counterparts here, and we've got the 2 of Cups. Now, the 2 of Cups can represent a soulmate, and soulmates don't necessarily have to be lovers, even though we do have the Queen and King of Pentacles in your reading. It very much is probably pointing that way for a lot of you, but not everybody. But it can also just be like a best friend, someone who just really clicks with you. The 2 of Cups, though, can represent a sort of a soulmate who is kind of just here to teach you a lesson and then leave. right? They're not necessarily a person who is meant to stick around. And I don't mean that, and they're just like, hey, how you doing? And then they leave, that kind of thing. But like I was talking a bit about how this person might be teaching you a lesson that it's not fair to get involved with someone when you don't have the time to invest and, treat them right. You know what I mean? Like, for instance, for myself, I started dating someone and I worked back shift, and it just wasn't fair to them because, on the one hand, it wasn't fair to either one of us for honestly, but for them especially, where it was like, they wanted a boyfriend that was up with them and could talk to them through the day and at night and stuff. And in the meantime, I slept through the day and most of the night, and then got up and went to work at midnight, right? So I didn't have that kind of time to spend with them, and it just really wasn't fair to either one of us, because it's kind of a thing where you're kind of holding each other up, right? You're kind of like, I'm holding you up because you want to spend time and love and whatever, care for me, and at the same time I want to do that for you. But it's like, I'm holding you up because I don't live the same lifestyle as you do, so it's just, there's too many scheduling errors and things like that. So that might very well be the case here with this challenge you're going through. We've also got the Three of Swords, card of heartbreak, so again, it just might be a big time heartbreak here, where it's like you feel like this person might really click with you, but it's just, it's just not meant to be for now. And that's the lesson to be taught here. Very interesting. Wheel of Fortune here. For those of you who are in more of the career business wise, just could be like feeling like, your luck's not with you. You're not gaining that fortune even though you want it. It's just kind of like, again, you're starting so small and it just seems so far away. Again, with love too, you just feel really unlucky. Like, why did this have to happen, right? Ten of Wands, though, for both, though, is a big time weight that's being pressed down on you. Feeling like the weight of the world is here, an unnecessary burden, something that feels like it's just weighing you down and getting in your way here as well. So very interesting. So let's take a look. Let's clarify your outcome cards here, Cancer. Hopefully we got some good stuff here. Hopefully we can see we're going to see what we got for you, but hopefully it's good stuff. We got the Five of Pentacles, we got the Devil, and we got the Queen of Swords here. All right. So Five of Pentacles, you may feel left out in the cold, and that'll happen if for you if you feel like you have to reject this person, or feel like you're missing an opportunity with a person when they feel like they are a soulmate. They feel like they are that kind of a connection with you, and that's gonna suck, obviously. That's another thing with the Two of Cups. Those kind of connections, when they hurt bad, right? Like they hurt so bad, right? I know I've had a couple of connections in my life that have been like that, where I feel like, oh, this person just gets me and we click so well, and then just like one thing or another happens, and then I feel like, and then you just feel like your heart's been ripped out, and it sucks a lot here. But the Five of Pentacles can make you feel like you're left out in the cold, make you feel like you are just scrounging through the garbage. Like, it's like, is this it? Like, is this what I've been reduced to here? But with the Five of Pentacles as well, it's saying that there is sanctuary and there's safety for you. You just need to kind of look around for it. You can see here, like, this light is still going in the background. Like, there's still hope for this person. Like, they could go there and seek refuge if they wanted to, but it's just a matter of whether they're willing to look up and take the chance and ask for that help. So are you going to do that, Cancer? We've got the Devil here, sign of Capricorn. You may have Capricorn in your chart. If you do, let me know down in the comments below. I always love to hear that stuff. But that can just mean just try to enjoy yourself, right? It may kind of suck. Well, it's gonna probably suck when you kind of make these realizations that you just don't necessarily have the time to do this kind of stuff you want to do with this person. But you just need to kind of enjoy what you can enjoy, right? Don't let this get you down. It's like I say, sometimes that happens to us. Circumstances just kind of ruin things for us, right? Like, sometimes that's just stuff that can't be helped. And at least you can take some solace in that it's not that you messed up the relationship, or it's not that you messed up this chance, or it's not that you necessarily ruined things in this like business or this love or whatever it may be. It's just the situation did this to us, right? So that's what we got here. With the Queen of Swords, though, you just gotta be honest. You just gotta be honest with yourself, right? You gotta be honest with yourself. Maybe, things aren't starting off great, but things are looking up, right? We're trending in a positive direction. Be honest with yourself. Like, that wouldn't have worked out anyway, or, everyone starts off small, or whatever may apply to you here. Like, just be honest with yourself. Don't try to lie to yourself, because you're just going to be shooting yourself in the foot, right? Like, don't do that, because one of my favorite characters ever in anything ever is Spider-Man, Peter Parker. I love him. I love him so much. But Peter is such a, this is all my fault kind of person. Even it had nothing to do with him. He'll just take the blame for stuff because he feels like that. And, this is kind of how I'm sensing from you, is don't do that. Don't shoot yourself in the foot, right? Because you're like, oh, it's all my fault. And if this hadn't happened, that hadn't happened. And, oh, it's all these decisions I made. Don't do that. Just enjoy yourself. This is a time, if it's a relationship, for instance, that you can't, have with somebody, or you realize that it's not going to work out, just enjoy your single life. Enjoy being you. Enjoy this time, right? If this is a business, enjoy that, you're just starting up, and enjoy kind of the, overcoming these little hurdles and stuff that every small, business or career or whatever has to overcome, right? Enjoy that stuff. Take pride in overcoming those challenges. Take enjoyment in your single life. Take enjoyment in discovering yourself. Right? So I love that. That's awesome. That's fantastic. And again, the Queen of Swords here. We got 2 queens and 2 kings in reading. Just a lot of maturity. I feel like you have a ton of maturity, and I feel like you can handle this. You're incredibly strong. Obviously, you're coming in very powerful with the Chariot here, but it's just Cancer. You just gotta, be mature and just take it in stride here. So I'm loving that. I'm digging out. I'm gonna pull one more. I pulled this deck. I meant to grab the Oracle deck, but I am gonna pull just one more for you here, Cancer. I don't know why I did this, but here we go. The world, a completion. This is a completion. I feel like this for if it's a relationship or something, or this is a career, it's going to be a completion of your mindset. It's going to be just a completion of that sort of realizing that you don't have to take the blame for situations that were beyond your control. You don't have to take the blame for going through what everyone else goes through, right? That's, just a part of life. Don't worry about that kind of stuff, Cancer. So let's take a look at your Oracle card, like I meant to pull for you. Thank you so much for being here, Cancer. Hope this has resonated with you and helped you out on some level. But let's see what we got here. Let's tie you off, Cancer. Dragonfly Spirit, truth transcends illusion. What was I talking about with the Queen of Swords? Be honest, be truthful with yourself, right? Don't take the blame for something that you had no control over, or something where you don't have to take the blame for that. That's just, it is what it is, right, Cancer? So that's awesome. So if you want to help out the channel, Cancer, you can leave a like down below. You can subscribe to the channel. You can check out your Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus sign videos after this one. Thank you for being here, Cancer, and I hope to see you in the next video.